Alright, now we're going into social and paid ads. In this video, you're going to learn some secret social media strategies that truthfully no one is talking about. These are new in 2019 that most people aren't doing. They can be a little bit gray hat, so watch this at your own risk. I'm not going to advocate you violate any terms of service, so I'm going to put it in a way that is up to your interpretation. These are non-entry level tactics that allow me to get very, very, very cheap leads and results for clients and myself.
So we recorded 67 leads that came in for a 14-day period, which is really, really strong for.
So let me start out by going over the vendors. Again, I've mentioned it before, but long for scraping and managing a scraper and your automation tools, which you'll learn more about after I get into it a little bit more. Snapchat. I strongly recommend checking out Snapchat ads if you haven't already. There's a lot of there's a few influencers that have made a killing with Snapchat ads because all the attention is on Facebook and Instagram. No one's really focusing on Snapchat, so the CPM is dirt cheap. I was able to get about a $3 to $3.50 CPM with dirt cheap conversions. Check out their channels for more information on Snapchat. Then you can see the other influencers here. Recommended tools, again, Latergram or Later Jarvey for automation on Instagram and for bulk messaging on Facebook. Builderall then, again, for creating any funnels. It's a dirt cheap version of ClickFunnels, and if you're an affiliate, has way more inviting, enticing affiliate offers. And honestly has the same exact features as even the Edison suite for, God, it's a fraction of the price. Facebook ads, I'm going to go into this. Again, this is going to be super quick, but join the mentorship group if you have questions about any of the stuff you see here. Use long to scrape groups and pages. That way you can build custom audiences. I may have B-roll or other clips showing while I go through this, so it's a bit easier. Here's one of the sheets. So what you're seeing now is one of the sheets that he's created. Basically, Facebook will then provide you a template that you could download and then add all of your contacts to this template and then upload that to Facebook and run ads to that custom audience. I've written an article about it in Industry Magazine. We're targeting for new local clients, all about a similar strategy. You can check it out here if you want to. Otherwise, so it's a super cheap way to get conversions and to build an audience. People are spending thousands and thousands of dollars to build those retargeting audiences. In case you've been living under a rock, retargeting is basically being able to run ads to a broad market, disqualifying anyone that is irrelevant, so they're only people that are obviously interested if they're clicking on your offer or watching your video. Then you could retarget all the people that did either click or watch your video, so it's hyper targeted. People are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars building audiences like that because the conversion rate is so cheap. Now, if you don't feel like doing that, and I have to add in as a disclaimer, that is a violation of Facebook's terms of service. So the best thing to do is using that for a lookalike audience. Be very careful when you're doing that. There are no like spam laws like there are with email yet, so we're not really at a huge risk. But at the same time, you still always want to practice caution, especially if it's a customer's or a client's ad account that you're managing. A lot of the stuff that I teach on my channel is for affiliates, so if you are doing client work, always practice caution or comment below or ask me if this is something that's safe or not. Like I said before, you can create a 1 to 2 minute video. This will disqualify for Facebook, and this will disqualify anyone who is irrelevant. That way you can target a broad audience with the Facebook video and then retarget anyone who watches 50 to 60% of that video. For example, let's say I was marketing for a dentist. I would make a video that is only in that dentist service area, whatever local city or by zip code, wherever I'm doing to target that location. I would make a video titled 5 Ways to Naturally Stop Tooth Pain. And I would run about 80% of the budget just to build a retargeting audience for later, and then the rest to retarget ads with something that's a bit more targeted, potentially even something that's more salesy. Additionally, on top of that, another layer for anybody who visits the page and say doesn't hit your thank you page or doesn't hit the contact page, we were running coupon ads. So these were obviously people who were unsure or didn't want to do it, so we threw even more incentive. We threw them a $500 off coupon. Facebook messages, so I'm going to show on the screen now. Basically, I'm using Jarvey to bulk message people that I scrape. So basically what Long's doing is he's scraping relevant Facebook groups, relevant Facebook pages, and putting together massive lists of people that we then upload to Jarvee that auto messages these people. Now, the one thing you probably know is if you're not friends with someone, that message goes to message requests. It doesn't go immediately to their inbox. You'd be surprised, though, at the amount of people that frequently check their message requests. We get a ton, especially when you're doing a shotgun approach and we're right now messaging 1,500 people per day, even if you're doing a small percentage. If you're only getting a 5% open rate, that's still 75 people per day that you're reaching that you don't pay a dime for. On top of that, we are also using Jarvee for Instagram automation. Now you can see some screenshots that I pull up here. I'm not sure where I'm pulling them up on the screen, but basically it's a count. I only have 3,000 followers on that Instagram page, but I'm averaging 15 to 20,000 impressions per post just by using this tool, averaging 20 to 30 followers per day. Nothing really new, but in case you aren't familiar, that's the tool I use. So one side note that I didn't include, make sure if you are using Jarvee that you're adding in-depth spin tags. So you'll see that right on the screen now. This is basically you're formatting different words so that it's running variations of each individual word or phrase. That way you're not sending the same exact text over and over and over. You'll get accounts banned. One thing I didn't mention is that we purchased US verified Facebook accounts. You cannot do this from one account. We're sending a maximum, I think, of 50 messages per day per profile. We're sending, I forget the max we're sending. I can add it on the screen now, but we're setting a small cap on the amount of messages we send per day. So the goal is to use as many profiles as you possibly can. With the Jarvee account we're using, the maximum account limit is 10. So we're pretty much maxed out there with a combination of Instagram and Facebook. Let me know, comment below if you have questions about that. Subscribe if you would like to know more tips like that, or join our mentorship group and ask me some questions. Snapchat, keep ads under 10 seconds, download relevant videos from YouTubers, and add in native overlays. Now, I suggest asking these YouTubers before you use these videos because you may run into issues, but if you're somebody that doesn't really, it's a fly-by-night ad, maybe you're running CPA ads, I'm not going to tell you what to do. So this is what I did. I don't think I have to go into it, but you can search on Google for download YouTube videos. These are websites that will help you download a YouTube video. So I just searched, let's say I'm doing the marketing for a real estate agent. I would go on YouTube, look for moving into our new house. You know, this is just a concept. I'm not even saying my idea here is probably not good. My copy is probably not good. The graphic is definitely not good. It doesn't even reach the full width. I'm just using this as a concept to show you I threw this together in 2 minutes. But yeah, I downloaded it. The maximum ad time or video time on a Snapchat ad is 10 seconds. I strongly recommend video and adding a call to action telling them to swipe up. This is basically the video, just shows their house, the call to action for them to swipe up to move into their dream home, like the Millers. You could do the overlay with Canva, that's what I used, and use your video editing software of choice. This is Wondershare. It's super streamlined, very basic. It's a watered down video editor. It's a glorified Windows Movie Maker, honestly, but it makes the process much faster for somebody who's not really a video creator. As far as targeting on Snapchat, you're gonna wanna mess around with it. It's completely up to the offer, but one thing is that Snapchat does have a lot of the targeting methods that Facebook did away with. So that's something also to keep in mind. It's not going to work for every industry. Granted, Snapchat isn't widely used by 80-year-olds who are looking for Medicaid, but you know, just test with it, figure it out, see if it works for you. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, or to join our mentorship group and to get access to all the free tutorials in that subscriber-only playlist. Otherwise, check out the next video if you're looking into affiliate marketing.